days. Now everybody thinks you're a model fellow. You know, you're a good guy. You're the epitome of the young man. Now I'm just wondering, is this by accident or by design? What do you think it is? You know, you're...
Well, I've tried to be the same all through this thing, you know. Naturally, you learn a lot about people, and you're involved in a lot of different situations. And, but I've tried to be the same. I mean, the way I was brought up, you know. And I've always considered other people's feelings. I've never, in other words, I didn't kick anybody, you know, on the way. And I've always treated people just like I would like to be treated myself. And I consider other people's feelings. I don't assume the attitude of get these people out of here. You know, like I have heard of being done, and because those people are sincere in their feelings, and if they want to, you know, like autographs and pictures and things like that. I don't just sign the autographs and the pictures and so forth to help my popularity or to make them like me, you know. I do it because I know that they're sincere, and they see you and they want an autograph to take home. They got an autograph book. They've got their little camera and everything. So you have to know that. And if you don't do it, you make them mad at you. They don't understand. You hurt their feelings, and you make a lot of enemies that way. And for no reason, because it's as simple as this. Once you get involved in this racket, business, your life is public, really. Regardless of what anybody says about my private life is my own. Well, it is to a certain extent. I mean, everybody has to have a certain amount of privacy, but once you get involved in this business and you're doing a public service, you're trying to entertain people, your life is not your own, really, because people are going to want to know what you're doing, where you are, what you wear, what you eat. These things are natural, or, you know, normal. And you have to consider that. You have to consider that these people are sincere. They don't know the kind of life you lead. They don't know what kind of person you are. And so, I try to remember that. That's all. It's simple. It's no problem. It's no big effort that I put forth. You know, I don't have any plans or anything. I just act on my own initiative. This is the way I feel that is the right way, like I have everything else. And thank God I've been pretty fortunate. I haven't made any, you know, bad decisions or everything. But just the way I was brought up, you know, my surroundings, my mother and my father and the whole family were always considerate of other people's feelings, you know.
Yeah, that Gladys was a sweet woman. I got some great pictures of you two. I think I'll make a send them to you.
Good.
She really was a sweet woman.
Yes, she was.
Really liked her. I think she was, you know, calm and underplayed everything, but really sweet underneath it all.
It's funny, she never really wanted anything, you know, so anything fancy. She just stayed the same all the way through the whole thing. I wish, you know, there's a lot of things happened since she passed away that I wish she could have been around to see. It made her very happy and very proud. But that's life. I can't help it.
You know, about 6 years ago, Elvis, the girls loved you because the girls always, you know, love you. Goddamn big mistake, kid. Let's face it. But the guys hated you, I guess. Out of sheer own jealousy, you know. I think people hate anybody anyway, you know. Well, when it comes to it, but I was talking to the colonel this morning. images change, you know? The guys like you now, or if they don't like you, they certainly don't dislike you. You know, it's kind of like the thing Gable had going for him. All the dames loved him, and all the guys liked him. You know? Now this has been a change, because the guys used to, hate you. But now they like you. And of course the dames love you. How do you think that came to be? Do you think it was the Army stint?
It contributed a lot to it, probably. It's pretty hard for me to analyze it because I don't know, really. But I would say the Army had a lot to do with it. And also the fact that there's never anything about my, being an egomaniac or thinking that I'm a lover or a ladies' man or something like that. Because it's amusing. It's a compliment to me, but it's amusing, and I've never looked or thought of myself as being a lady killer or anything like that, And I've never shown it that I know of. I've never tried to. So I guess the fellas over a period of time just, they figure, well, he's taking it all with a grain of salt.
Elvis, what do you think of yourself as?
I beg your pardon?
What do you think of yourself as?
You mean as an entertainer or as an individual or what?
Both.
Well, I can sum it up fairly easily. I have a lot that I'd like to do, a lot that I'd like to accomplish in time, but I feel that it takes time to accomplish certain things. You can't overstep your bound. I'd like to improve in an awful lot of ways, especially in the entertainment business. For one thing, the acting thing, and naturally I try to get better songs and sing a little better, things like that. But what I look at myself as, not being, I'm not really playing everything down, but as a human being, really, has been extremely fortunate in so many ways. Although I have had and still have some very lonely and, there are times when I really don't know. It feels like I don't know what I'm going to do next, But I've experienced a lot of the different phases in life. I've experienced happiness and loneliness and the wealthy side of life, the average side of life, not having anything, but not knowing what it's like to have anything. So, and tragedy.
In what sense?
Such as like losing my mother while I was in the Army, and although I think that things like that, as tragic as they are, tend to make you a little better human being, really, because you learn more about yourself. It gives you a better understanding of yourself as well as other people, and it can only help. But I think that I like the business I'm in. I like to entertain people. The money or the financial end of it is not the greatest aspect as far as I'm concerned. It can't be, because if it was, it would show. And I wouldn't care about the other people. I wouldn't care about a performance that I gave. I would, of course, it's great if you can get in a position to have things, But I like to entertain people. That's why I pick all of my records, and I try to pick the best songs possible. I try to do the best I can in the movies, with the experience that I've gotten and everything. But I look at myself strictly as a human being who's like I said, been very lucky, but whose life has blood running through my veins and can be snuffed out in just a matter of seconds, and not as anything supernatural or better than any other human being.
You like yourself?
Sometimes. What I mean by liking myself, I'm proud of I'm proud of the way that I was brought up to believe and to treat people and have respect for people. When I am pushed to a certain point, I have a very bad temper, extremely bad temper. So much to the point I have no idea what I'm doing,
You blow much?
Not very often. Not very often. In fact, I could probably count the times, but when I have, it's always been pretty bad. But that doesn't happen very often. Of course, everybody has a temper. And then I don't like myself, later.